just a quick video here. A few things have changed since the last time I loaded in. I've now got a auto composter system running there. I've moved a few things here. I've got my little setup here, outdoor smelting zone. I've kind of fixed this. I didn't like the look of it. I've also added that. I've finished the roof on the building, so the roof's up there now. As you can see, it's just a deep slate with the pale oak build. I'm not going to upload the video of doing that. I will copy and paste a YouTube channel I used to sort of get that roof. And also the decorations around the outside, that'll change over time. You'll start seeing more stuff added to it as I go along. I was on a Discord with some friends of mine, and we sort of had a chat about what I was going to do for the filler in that area just there. There was a talk of me just doing like where is it? Stone, just. So I couldn't decide whether I wanted to do like the stone brick or just like the stone. Like that stone look, I didn't know which one I wanted to do. So we just sort of had a chat about that for a bit. And we sort of just landed, it was sort of suggested to me that I do like a stained glass, like transition on color up there. So that's why there's the red, orange, and yellow. I've also built myself a cactus farm. So let me just a small cactus farm, nothing big. I'm going to expand this because I want the green dye, and also it's good for the bone meal. So bone meal's going to be really good. That's what that composter setup over there is for. So as you can see, it just slowly fills up. So I'm going to make this a bit bigger. Yeah, make some more, get some more, and all that. My lava buckets are coming along nicely. I've got a wandering trader who's doing his thing. I haven't sorted out the spider farm yet. I have been to the nether, so I built my nether portal. So this is on the inside. So, sorry, I'm just gonna sort of be all over the shop here for a second. So this is the inside. Some of you may remember I had no roof on before, so this is the roof on the inside. I've got to fix up this. It just needs the pale oak slabs to come across more all the way. It kind of looks a bit janky, but I kind of like it. It's not, a professional builder's build, so I like it. Works for me. And then what I'm going to do up here is I'm going to make this like a secondary storage area, or actually probably my main storage area for this build anyway. So some chests here, and then I've got barrels. I'm going to have barrels going along there, and just sort of have this like as a walkway in between. And with this area, I'm just going to find like decorate it, put some decorations in, but this will be like my main storage area for stuff I need to grab, like weapons, armor, food, potions, stuff like that. Down here is my nether portal. Yeah, so that's that. And as you can see, I sort of just dumped everything in here before I went through the nether last night my time. So I just quickly did that. Yeah. So I'm in a soulstone biome in the nether here. when I came through, I got Ghast shooting at me, so that was fun, nonetheless. Yeah. Other than that, it's just slowly finishing up the house. I've got to quickly go do the dual spawner, and I've also got a single spawner for spiders, so I've got to work on that. I am making videos as I go, but it's just the building process of this house has been the priority at the moment, so that's why I haven't done an update or another video since my last upload. So that's the tour so far. Not much else has changed. I will quickly go over to the mine or spawner farmers. I will go over there. I'll give you a quick update of that. I did also do some farming of some flowers to make the dyes for the stained glass. So, red dye will only form in the savanna biome. The red poppy plants spawn in the savanna biome. If you're after dandelion, I found a better success rate in like a plains biome. So this will give you poppies for the most part. You do get some dandelions, but it's generally just going to pick up those guys. They're the flowers you're going to pick up the most in the savanna biome, I found, when you bone meal the grass area. If you want the dandelions, these guys, then you're better off going over here to this biome over here. You'll get a better success rate of them coming up in this biome over here than you will over there. So if you just bone meal this grass over here, it's so much easier. You'll just, yeah, that's how I found it. I did look up a flower farm. Yeah, so that requires a fair bit of work, and I'm not quite there yet. It's just, the amount of materials that I need to go and farm for that in not just in the overworld but in the nether is just too time consuming right now. I've just got to do other builds, and I'm just more interested in doing other stuff than that right now. So this is a giant bloody hole thanks to a creeper. I was doing a world tour with some friends of mine on Discord when I came out of the mine and got blown up by a creeper. Then I came back and he decided to blow me up again over here. Yeah, fun. Thanks. This is the single spawn creeper. I'll show you that. I'm going to do like the soul sand and kelp elevators for these. It'll be so much easier to get up and down. So I'll do that. Because it's just really annoying. These elevators are just two stairs, and the bamboo is just too slow. I need to speed that up a bit. So yeah, that's that. So I've opened this area up a little bit. I found 2 diamonds. One was there and one was there. They were hidden, so it was like that. So when I mined that one out, I found that diamond that was in this block, that block just there. And then when I mined that out, that diamond appeared. So yeah, just in case anyone was wondering, on this map, that's where 2 diamonds are located. There's also another diamond if you punch through this wall here. If you punch through that, up there. So up there, Right where that hole is, just there, if you can see it, just there where the cursor is, that's where a diamond is. So if you are playing on this seed or you have looked at this seed, that's where another diamond is. Yeah, so just punch out past that wall where the spawner is and straight up, pretty much. We'll turn around and look around. So I've opened this up a little bit more. I'm going to turn this into a farm. It's a single spawner. I think I might. I don't know yet. I'll see how I go. I'm not sure what I want to do with that. I don't think a single spawn is really worth the effort too much. But yeah. So that's that. I've trimmed down a lot of the wood around. So like as you can see, a lot of the wood from here's gone. Because basically this is all going to be completely obliterated anyway soon. So that's that. I'm going to go up and go to the jewel spawner because I've done a bit of work over there in between building the house because I needed some deep slate for the roof, so I just kind of did that work for the stone for the roof. I was going to do like a full video of me building that house, but I thought, you know, we've all seen that kind of stuff before and everyone's done it, so I didn't really want to do it. I thought it was just easier. I'll link some YouTube video content creators that do that stuff, so you can get an idea of how to build roofs and build houses. They're better at it than me. So yeah, that's that. Sorry about the flickering with this staircase. That's why I want to do the kelp and also the soul sand. So I'm going to slowly implement that into this. The other problem with that is that somewhere in here there is a giant freaking river / lake. So I've got to think about where I'm going to build that up and down staircase, just purely based on that water through here. As you can tell, a fair bit has changed through here because you can tell there's a giant wall there now. That is the farm, the 2 spawners in there. This is the reason why I haven't uploaded a video for a while, is purely because these 2 are not on the same level. One is higher than the other, if you can't half tell already. I did look up on YouTube a dual spawn farm, and most of the guys that uploaded those videos had the same level to farm. So instead of having one there, so instead of having one at that height and one at that height, they had 2 spawners at that height. So they basically made a nice easy farm out of that. They didn't have to mess around. So what I'm going to do is, from about that block there, is raise it up 1 block, and I'm going to create a kill thing in here in the hopes that it'll work. If not, I'll just knock one of these out and just do a single spawner. I don't think I really have to even raise it, to be honest. I think, you know, being the way it is, it'll be fine. Other than that, I think it's coming along well. The other thing I've got to do is say thank you to all the new subscribers and the comments. Really appreciate it, guys. It makes it worth it. If you've got any tips or you want to let me know if there's anything I need to know, or you could do something a bit differently, let me know. I'm always open to ideas. always learning. You never stop learning. So, yeah. Other than that, that's pretty much it. I do want to do some more on that house, but I'd like to actually start focusing on a few other things at the moment. Yeah, so that's that. Other than that, I'm not really trying to, break any world records. Just at the moment, just trying to get this world going. This is going to be my world for a long time, I guess. Not really a pro builder, so just trying to build a few things that I'm going to need. I will be sort of making some progress on it. So yeah, slow and steady does win the race in the end, I guess. Yeah, that's about it for me for what's happened so far. I've just been trying to get this house done. I've been trying to get this spawner farm sorted. I've just got to watch another video to try and set up the water log, how to flood it and stuff, because there's a specific way it needs to be done so it pushes the spiders in there properly. Other than that, I think we're all good. Yeah, so I'm gonna go and actually I might just go and expand that cactus farm for a bit. That larger, get that organized. So that's that. Yeah, so I will actually go back to recording each and everything I do. It's just this house building has just been a drag, and I've just been taking my time with it. I'm a bit of a perfectionist. If it's not right or I don't like the look of it, I will just restart the process. So that's why it's taken a little bit, and that's why I haven't uploaded episode 3 of my Let's Play. It's just that I'm just taking my time trying to get it right the way I want it, and I'm happy with the way it is now. It's just the first house, so I've got to go back to the world spawn anyway and build something there, but that's nor here nor there on that at the moment, so we'll go from there when I get to that. I'm going to expand this cactus farm now, just for a video for you guys. For those that aren't really interested but are interested, the TBC, the Burning Crusade pre-patch expansion, has just been released today. I live in Australia, so I'm a day in front in dates according to the Blizzard announcements. So for me, if it says the release is on the first of the month, then it's probably most likely going to be the second of the month for me. I've got pale moss.
Huh? 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 Ha! 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 Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Huh? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Um,
Uh-huh. Huh? 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 Uh-huh. Huh? Uh-huh. Huh? Huh? Huh?
chains and lanterns.
Huh?
The corners of the house for the
Huh?
roof because I want to hang
Huh?
at some point.
Uh-huh. Huh? 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 Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Okay, so that. Yeah, the plan with this farm this way. So, and then I'm going to add another 4 that way. I don't want to add any more this way. So if I can have 8 and 8, 16 across, and 3, 4. 4 rows of 4 rows of 16. I think that's more than enough cactus to do what I want it to do. Which is just basically a green dye slash bone meal farm. More the bone meal than the green dye, I should say. So that's the plan with that. That composter setup that I have there is going to be moved. I'm trying to think of a way I could possibly have it automatically run into, so the hopper off that chest into that over there, that setup. I'm thinking I might try and see if I can organise that setup. I'm not sure how it's going to go. Actually, I'm not going to be able to expand it that way, so I will have to go. I'm just gonna look this up. Using my phone to look these up, videos up. Alright, that's gonna be a pain in my butt then.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Should be an easier fix.
Huh? Uh-huh. Huh? Uh-huh. Huh? Ow.
Sorry, but once you get to a certain point, there's just too many of them. Staircase here. Good to know. I know how to make. Yeah, I've got the sorting system to do. Side. I'm going to leave this episode here. I'm going to go do some mining off the video. I just don't think you all want to see me doing that. If you do, let me know. I just don't think iron farming is a good thing. I don't know how to set up the village iron farm systems, so I just kind of do this way, where I just go off and just go mine shaft mining for it. I just find it easier. I have a semi-success rate at it, kind of. I don't really know. I just dig for it and have a semi-good rate at getting it, so I go from there. Sounds about right for me. Thanks for watching, and I shall see you all in the next episode. I'm just going to do some mining. As I said, it's going to take a while, so I've just got to find it, and that's just going to make the video too long. Yeah, I'm trying to keep these short. Oh, sorry. Trying to keep these short videos short, so that's why I'm just cutting this one short. And I don't want to spend all day farming and having the video like 6 hours long for no reason. That's why I'm going to cut this one short. I'll just get this mine done. I'll come back and show you the end results of my expeditions and the whole mine once I've done some strip mining. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.